I'm a huge fan of yours. I was an actress in Avenue Q across the street when August Osage was on Broadway. So I've been following you for quite some time.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What do you think your perfect lap would be as a writer?
Oh, that's such a good question. You know, the thing that is described in the movie, that sensation of a kind of weightlessness or being in the zone. I talked to some of the guys about it while we were making the movie, and we all agreed that such a thing exists. Probably it exists for anybody doing something well, doing something that they're adept at and doing it well. A moment where you get rid of the critic on your shoulder, get rid of the demons whispering in your ear, and just get in the zone. You just enjoy the thing you're doing. For me, it's not necessarily a result. It's more a feeling or a sensation that, I'm unburdened by the critical self-talk. It's just all flowing. I suppose as a writer, that's when it feels the best, when it's just all flowing.
Do you have a favorite dream sports car?
I don't know anything about cars. I didn't know anything about cars before we started. I don't know anything about cars now. I can tell the difference between the red car and the blue car, and that's about as far as I get. I don't even own a car anymore. Mike totaled the last car I had, or it got totaled by an Uber driver, and so now I drive my wife's car. I drive her 2015 Toyota Camry. That's how much I know about cars.
That is hilarious. I know a lot about cars. My dad is a mechanic, so there's that. I love Mustangs. They're my favorite car. I'm on my third one, like I said. I'm so excited. Your dad passed away a little while ago, and you're playing Henry Ford II in Ford versus Ferrari. And there, even though we don't see Henry Ford, the father, in the film, there's that underlying tone of there being a dad versus son kind of thing happening. What do you think your dad would think about you in a film dealing with multi-million-dollar cars?
I think my father would love this movie. My dad was a big fan of mine, a champion of mine. He thought I was a great actor. He thought I was a great actor before anybody else did. If he could see Ford versus Ferrari right now, he would get such a kick out of it. He would genuinely thrill to it. You know, the father-son stuff that's in the movie, it's one of the reasons I wanted to do the project. It's not interesting to me just to play a guy who's a hard ass or who's a captain of his industry. I don't care about that. They can get a lot of people to do that. What interested me was that the movie was about people, and that Ford was depicted in the screenplay as a guy with insecurities and vulnerabilities and flaws and love and respect, and I thought that's something I can play. That's something I would enjoy playing.
Being a writer, how challenging is it for you to do someone else's work? Because there has to be some type of challenge there. Because sometimes you might see a line or see a scene that you might feel may have worked differently, or you might have written it differently. It's a real fine line, and accepting what's already on the page from someone else and embracing it, and not having that urge to kind of step in and do something. Did you feel that at all with James Mangold on this set?
No, I think if I were an actor who was continually putting on my writer's hat to sit back and judge the work or talk about the script in such a way that, like, I wanted to rewrite the script, I don't know how interested people would be in working with me as an actor. The truth is that as an actor, we're always expected to interrogate the text, to spend some time thinking about how to make the scene work, what the scene's about, who our character is, how we can help tell the story. My hope is that I've done this long enough now that I'm wearing my actor hat, and I am interrogating the material as an actor, and I'm asking the questions an actor should ask. They're both forms of storytelling, writing, and acting, and so I'm sure there's some crossover in terms of how I view a script. But, yeah, I don't feel the need to go in and rewrite a script. For one thing, they're not paying me to do that. They're paying me to show up and act a role. So, like, if they want somebody to rewrite, they can pay me for that, too.
I know that's right, Tracy. Speak on that. I want to congratulate you on 2 plays that you have. One that was playing here in L.A., Linda Vista, and your new play that's coming onto Broadway in the spring of next year. So congratulations on those. Charles,
thank you.
You're welcome. Charles McNulty of the LA Times described your plays as being broadly divided into 2 types, those with men behaving appallingly and those with women behaving abominably. The humor is very acerbic and there are poignantly, emotionally dramatic moments sprinkled throughout. What are your thoughts about how he's described your work?
Well, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about the way that the critics describe my work. I mean, I'm always going to see it differently than they do. I don't necessarily see the characters in my plays behaving abominantly or abhorrently. I think of them as behaving humanly. I think of the characters as behaving in ways that we can all see, understand, identify with. You know, the character in Linda Vista is not at his best when we see him in the play. But then plays aren't often about people at their best. They would be mostly dramatically inert if they were. My plays are about people struggling to do their best.
I've seen both Ford versus Ferrari and Little Women, and congratulations on both. How excited were you to reunite with Greta Gerwig again?
Oh, thrilled. I mean, she's such a great filmmaker, and she's such a great artist, an easy collaborator, and everybody just wants to be in the room where Greta is. She's so good at her job. She's so smart. She's so funny. You know, when she first told me she was doing Little Women, I said, well, that's a terrible idea. I don't know why you'd feel the need to do that again, because it's been done so many times. But her take on it is so smart and fresh, contemporary. I'm thrilled to be even a small part of Little Women. I'm delighted. I'll do anything Greta asks me to do.
Oh, that's lovely. I thank you so much for taking time out of your morning, wherever you may be, to speak with me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.